Good morning, everyone. And I think I'm doing it again. Okay. It sounds like okay, I'm live. I wanted to make sure we heard. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. Had a emergency, but I am here and I'm excited to be here. My name is Angela McGowan. I'm a professional healthcare advocate, a caregiver strategist. I'm the author and publisher of the new book, How to Get Out of the Hospital Alive. And yes, more have come. So those who have been waiting, they will be getting shipped out today and tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. I have this about the FDA. So if you would like to get your copy, you can go to bit.ly to Get Out Alive 1220. Okay. And also, I'd like to invite you to get with StreamYard. You can go to bit.ly, stream for you, and you download the app, and then you could come on and be a guest. But right now, if you're on Facebook, you could still put comments in, and I can see you. I'll see when you put your comments in. So good morning, and thank you for joining me today. So I am talking about blood pressure. That's right. I wanted to know about blood pressure medications because there are so many recalls that have been going on since July 2018. Okay, since July 2018. And so I want to encourage you because we're going to be talking about this recall of thousands and thousands of bottles of medicine to join the 10-day self-love challenge. And the first challenge that I'd like for you to do, the first point of self-love, of course, is to make that physical appointment to get a complete physical. But you also need to find out about the blood pressure medicines you're taking and those that your family perhaps are retaking. So here's the question. Do you know if your blood pressure medicine is on recall? Or do you know the exact name of your blood pressure medicine? Do you know the manufacturer of your blood pressure medicine? I'd be willing to say no, no, and no. And that's why I put in my book, what you don't know could kill you. It's not even about getting out of the hospital alive. My book is about not having to go in there. And if you do go in there, everything has been done that could possibly be done before you go in there. And so let me take this opportunity to share. I'm just so excited about, getting this information to you because it is so important that we know what we're taking. I think I said earlier, don't be so excited, when you come from the doctor's office with a prescription. Don't act like that's just the best thing that ever happened, that you got a prescription. Try to find out if there's something else you could do as far as diet, exercise, anything. But if you can't, please find out all the things about your medication and if there are any side effects. So let me just give you a few facts. 1,900 people that took a survey say that they take at least 4 prescription medicines and then an additional 2 to 4 medications that are like vitamins, supplements, that kind. But what you need to know that in just 2014, 1.3 million people went to the ER due to adverse effects of their own medications, not that they took someone else's. And of that, 124,000 died. And more than half of that, those deaths were preventable. And it's estimated that $200 billion per year is spent in the United States on unnecessary and improper uses of medication and those drug-related costs. So it is a big deal. It is an absolutely big deal about the medications that you are taking. Yes, your parents, your grandparents, everyone. I'm going to be making a few calls. So you know what? I'm just telling people right now, don't get attitude. Don't get no attitude because I'm going to call you. I know I've talked to my mother about it, but we're going to have to have her come to Jesus. We got to go through not just blood pressure, we're going to go through all of her medications. And that is what you should be doing, going through your medications first, and then your parents, grandparents, spouses, whoever it is. Call people. Not only do I want you to do self-love, I want you to pass this love out. And another thing I'd ask you to do, because things are going to be so specific in the next 10 days during this challenge, is to join the Powerful Patient Movement. That's bit.ly/Powerful Patient Movement. And I'd love for you to be a part of it. It's a free membership group, and it is going to be jam-packed with information that's going to help you and those that you know, you love, and those that you care for. So let me just talk to you a little bit more about the blood pressure medicine. Now, this is not something that just happened. As I said, these recalls have been going on since July 2018. And there was just another recall that was put out. Actually, USA Today talked about it on Monday. They talked about it on Sunday, and I read about it on Monday. So this is gone. So what is that, like 6-7 months? All right, so she says my day one, I've already had a physical and all. So you've already passed. All right, so you've already done all the self-love. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Andrea Renee. That's right. We want to get the self-love going, and we want you to be a part of this challenge. So now, here are some of the manufacturers. Now, this is back in July. It says, here it is, Aurobindo Pharma USA. That's what it's called. It's taking off the shelves 80 lots of their various types of blood pressure medicine, because sometimes you get the name brand and you have the generic brand. They have 4 different kinds that they are taking off. And one of these they're taking off, actually, amlodipine, is one that my husband used to take. So I'm very familiar with that medication. Now, why are all of these different pharmaceutical companies taking off blood pressure medicine? It's because of NDEA. That's what it is, and it's called N-nitrosodiethylamine, which the FDA, that's the Food and Drug Administration, has classified as probably human carcinogen. Now, they put probably there because they're trying to contain all of these lawsuits that are going to be going on. The previous week, Teva Pharmaceuticals announced that they were recalling blood pressure medicines because of the impurity detected from specification limits of this NDEA, okay? The exact same thing. So let me just clear this up. The blood pressure medicine that you've been taking, it's not that something's wrong with it. This NDEA is the actual ingredient, something else that is added when they put it together. They have found traces, and it is enough of a trace that you are affected by it. Now, this is the part that I was taken aback by. Company officials urge people who use the tablets, listen to this, to continue taking medication and consult their doctor about potential alternative treatments. Now, I probably respected you about going to the doctor. Just continue to do. No, you can't just shut your medication down, but you need to be calling your doctor that day. If you can't get to your doctor, you need to take yourself and your medication down to the pharmacy where you got it. If you're not sure if the medication you take, you can go to the pharmacist, and the pharmacist actually knows every lot that has been given to every person, because it is a requirement. And that is why I had this up. And let me put this back up for you. You could go to www.fda.gov, and it has at least 12 pages of the various pharmaceutical companies and the different lots and the lot numbers, when they were put out and how long it is before they expire. Because, you know, some people get 2 and 3 month supplies of their medication. So you've already paid. You definitely need to go there, not just about getting a refund, get rid of that medication that is subject to put you into another problem. Now, this is the most absolute disgusting one. Accord Healthcare Incorporated announced. Now, this is the part that gets me voluntarily. I guess we should be clapping our hands like a seal. Announced it was voluntarily recalling a specific lot of blood pressure medication after discovering. Now, this doesn't have the NDEA in there, but you might have wished it was. Listen to this. That they had the wrong pills in it. It wasn't blood pressure medicine in the bottle labeled blood pressure medicine. Do you want to know what was in there? This medication that was in there, spironolactone tablets, is a medication that is used to treat congestive heart failure and cirrhosis of the liver. Come on. Now, you already have your blood pressure pills being made with traces of something, probably, human carcinogen. But then you flat out have another pill that is viable for the congestive heart patient or those that are dealing with cirrhosis of the liver, and you're taking it every day for blood pressure medicine. Or in some instances, some people are taking that pill twice a day. How to get out the hospital alive? Okay. Now, in late October, that's moving forward on 2018, the FDA in late official, the FDA announced they were adding a brand of drugs sold under the Remedy Repack to the list of medications recalled due to the ingredient in question. Now, this is not even blood pressure medicine. This is another type of medication, and it has NDEA in it. You remember everybody was going around years ago talking about that MSG? Does it have MSG in it? I don't want anything with MSG. NDEA is the prescription drugs MSG, okay? And so it is something that you need to be asking about immediately. So now, more pharmaceutical companies, but this one is huge. Novartis International. Novartis International has so many companies you would just not believe. And all of them, all of them, all right, they said, have the Diovan and generic versions made by other companies. Some may or may not be included in the recall, but do you want to wait and find out? Listen, do not think your doctor's office, the pharmaceutical companies, the pharmacy, no one's going to call you. No one is going to call you and say it is okay or it's not okay. No. They put it out there. There was a recall. The rest is up to you. So I'm asking you, show self-love. This 10-day self-love challenge, is actually about everyone going to get their complete physical, and that they would ask for the physical and have it done by the day of love, February 14th. But in addition, get your medications and go down there to that pharmacy and find out if your medication is on recall. If you have the ability to go on the internet and you want to do that, you can go to fda.gov. They have pages and pages of the lot number. Now, I say go to your pharmacy because when you get your prescription, it doesn't show the lot number. That's what the pharmacy would know about the lot number. But it does show the time span that medication was put out. So let's do this. Let's do self-love by the physical, getting a physical, checking our blood pressure medicine, And then let's call someone. Share this out to everybody you know. Because if they aren't taking blood pressure medicine, you can be sure there's somebody in their circle that is taking blood pressure medicine. And because there are so many pharmaceutical companies that are pulling these medications off by the lots, and lots include thousands and thousands of tablets, thousands and thousands of tablets of blood pressure medicine. And just to think, not only do you have to be concerned about NDEA as being the blood pressure medicine that has a problem with that cancer causing trace in there. Now, some of you have been taking congestive heart failure medicine, medicine for cirrhosis of the liver, thinking you're taking your blood pressure medicine. That is why I say when you go to the doctor, you have to ask the right questions. If you go and there's something wrong with your medication and it's what you've been taking all the time, you need to dig deeper, because perhaps it is not even blood pressure medicine. Imagine that. Yes, they're pulling stuff off the shelf, but there are still thousands and thousands of people that have that medication that are taking that medicine. And we need to be proactive when it comes to that. So I'm asking you to join with me in the self-love challenge and to spread love. Call those that you know, that you love, and let everybody know. If you're taking blood pressure medicine, you need to go to the pharmacy. Take the bottle with you. Go and get it, because some people actually, you might get a few tablets, but some people get the actual bottle that, especially if you're getting 100 tablets, it's the whole allotment. If you only get like 50 tablets a month or 30 tablets a month, you don't have the manufacturer bottle. So you would not be able to identify the different names that are there. So I'm hoping that you will be so into self-love that you will call your doctor, get a physical, that you will go to the pharmacy with your prescription, and that you will encourage others to love themselves and get their blood pressure medicine checked as well. So this is Angela McGowan, your professional healthcare advocate, author and publisher of the book, How to Get Out of the Hospital Alive. And I'm asking you to make sure that you realize what you don't know could kill you. And that is why I wrote this book, because it's more than about being in the hospital. It's about not even having to go to the hospital. And so if you will join the Powerful Patient Movement, bit.ly/Powerful Patient Movement, you will continue to get this in larger doses about what you can do to make sure that you not become a powerful patient, but that you remain a powerful patient. All right, blessings and joy. Thank you for joining me today. I'll be back and talk to you again soon. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. Remember, share this information. Bye.